A second officer killed in Arvada in as many years. A memorial in his honor is already growing.
21 years after the deadliest attack on the United States, people across the country and here in Colorado paused to remember nearly 3,000 killed on 9/11.
And the Queen leaves her home in Scotland for the final time as more than a week of celebrations of life begin across the UK.
We are just beginning to learn more about the Arvada police officer shot and killed overnight while responding to a call. Officer Dylan Vakoff was a 27-year-old Air Force veteran. He graduated from Ralston Valley High School in 2012. Police say the man who allegedly shot him is in custody this evening.
At this point, we don't know very much at all about the suspect. Jaleesa Irizarry now with more on the growing memorial for Officer Vakoff.
Signs of respect are everywhere, but on days like today, respect is just as visible as pain.
It's tragic, for sure. I can't even imagine what they're going through.
Josh Fritchell didn't know Officer Dylan Vakoff. He didn't need to understand the hurt many in Arvada are feeling right now.
It hits home with us. We have a lot of family in law enforcement, so stuff like this happens, it hits at home.
Early Sunday morning, Officer Vakoff responded to West 51st Avenue for a large family disturbance. Police say he arrived to a chaotic scene with multiple people in the street. Kelly Bodette heard what happened next.
This is mine and my boyfriend's bedroom. We both woke up to 4 gunshots, and we both woke up, and I grabbed my boyfriend. He goes, "What was that?" I said, "It was a gunshot."
Police say a suspect fired his gun and hit a woman. That's when police began to shoot at the suspect. They say the suspect shot back and hit Officer Vakoff.
And then I hear a girl crying and screaming, saying, "No, no," and just, hysterics.
Arvada police say the woman that was shot was transported to the hospital and is expected to survive. The suspect was shot as well and is at the hospital in police custody. But for this community, it's now another tough story kids like Alex Fritchell have to learn about.
I wanted to help support the fallen officer.
Today, Alex does that with a card he hands to Arvada officers looking for a sign.
And it says, "Thank you for all you do."
And that was Jaleesa Irizarry reporting. Officer Vakoff joined the Arvada Police Department in 2019. The police chief says he was training to become a SWAT officer. We have more on Officer Vakoff and the incident again coming up on 9 News at 9 and 10.
2 people died yesterday afternoon in what is being investigated as a domestic incident in Golden. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said they responded to the call on Ellsworth Avenue near Estates Park at about 4:30 yesterday. Deputies say they found a woman dead in a car and a man dead on the front porch. The sheriff's office says 2 small children went to their neighbor's house asking for help with their parents. That neighbor then called police. Neither of the children suffered any physical injuries.
Let's take a live look outside. Here's the view from Lookout Mountain, not a cloud in the sky. Whereas in the metro area yesterday, all you saw was clouds. But Danielle, it's lovely today.
I know, beautiful. But how about yesterday? Did you like it?
It was different. It was different. Actually, it really wasn't that bad. It was, it wasn't pouring down rain. It was just that little misty stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of liked it. Putting on a sweater, the boots. It felt good. A nice little change in the seasons. But that summer heat, it is making a comeback before you know it. Outside, though, it has been a fantastic afternoon, just slightly below average, but still beautiful. And like Kim mentioned, tough to find much cloud cover out there. Still a little bit of haze in the distance. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good as these temperatures sit in the mid to upper 70s across the I-25 corridor. 81 in Ray with some 60s and 70s up in the mountains and upper 80s out to the western slope. So kind of everyone getting a really nice break from the heat. Of course, we are a lot warmer than where we were sitting yesterday. We could barely make it into the 50s around here. We were running 27 degrees warmer, but it feels delightful outside. We're a little cooler up into the high country, but still not bad. As we look on HD Doppler 9, the only action is sitting in parts of far southwestern Colorado around Pagosa Springs. That line of thunderstorms slowly shifting off to the south. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at a pretty quiet and calm night as this ridge of high pressure continues to come a little closer into Colorado over the course of the next couple of days. That's going to bring us the heat back to the mid to upper 80s, possibly 90s. I know, right? So soak in this evening, the rest of your weekend. That summer heat making a comeback for us tomorrow. And then I am tracking once again another little switch up in the weather pattern and a chance for a few scattered thunderstorms out there. Guys, we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
When you say switch up,
Little switch up.
I don't know, you're like a switch hitter, right? You're gonna just, okay,
Not
all
gonna
right.
be too extreme. Nothing
Okay.
like the difference from Friday and into Saturday, that's for sure.
Good to know.
We'll keep an eye on that. Thanks, Danielle.
Yep.
Today, our nation paused to remember the nearly 3,000 people who died in the terrorist attacks in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. It, of course, was 21 years ago today. In New York, first responders rang a bell 4 times, one for each of the planes that went down, as loved ones read the names of each of the victims. And President Biden spoke from the memorial at the Pentagon.
21 years ago, 21 years, and we still kept our promise. Never forget. We'll keep the memory of all those precious lives stolen from us. 2,977 at Ground Zero in New York and Shanksville, where my wife is speaking now, in Pennsylvania. 184 of them here at the Pentagon. And I know for all those of you who've lost someone, 21 years is both a lifetime and no time at all.
People across Colorado also paused to reflect and honor the victims today. More than 2,000 people met at Red Rocks to participate in a memorial stair climb, running 9 laps of the amphitheater steps in honor of the first responders who went up 110 stories of the Twin Towers as they came crashing down. In Broomfield, North Metro Fire and the Broomfield Police Department gathered at the city's 9/11 memorial this morning. People could leave messages and tributes as part of the city's living memorial. And in Estes Park, the fire department gathered with community members to hang a large flag from 2 of its rigs. That flag greeted everyone who came in or out of Estes Park today from the east.